I'm Michael.
And today we have our BGG Spring Recap for
That's
you.
right.
Ooh, we just got
BGG
back.
Spring 2026. We just got back in last night, matter of fact.
Yeah.
So,
and we spent the car ride talking about one of the games.
the
entire car
5 hours of the car ride, of a 10-hour car ride, half the ride talking about one game.
And that's the last game of the con, so.
And that's, that'll be the last game of the con. So, yeah, you'll never guess what the last game of the con was.
Never guess.
So there's a little clickbait for you. Only that game was provided by the publisher, though we did not even play their copy of the game, but we are appreciative for the publishers that provide us games, but they don't give us these games in exchange for being mentioned in this video. They give them to us because they know we like to play all the games. So let's talk about all the games we played at BGG Con 2026. So what was the game of the con for you? No, I'm kidding.
We arrive early, so we get to help set up on Wednesday.
As we do.
And I always ask, because I buy a lot of games in the VFM, because I'm a big participant of the VFM, so I buy a lot of games as well. So I always ask people who are there early if they could deliver games to me early, so we could play them early.
That's right. Buy games at the virtual flea market.
That's right.
Play them. Find out if we like them, and if we don't, sell them at the bazaar.
That's
what we do.
That's how we do. So a lot of the games I did get to play on Wednesday were actually purchases for the VFM.
Yeah.
So, the first game you went off to do dinner with your friend, as you sometimes do.
As I do.
So I was just there.
And for those of you who go to BGG or anywhere around Dallas or BGG Spring, in Grapevine there is a cool burger place called Rodeo Goat. Absolutely try this place. It's really good. Anyway.
So you were off eating away. I taught Michelle and Amy a game that the last time I played was before I started BG Stats.
Whoa.
So this was either early 2018 or before even that.
Wow.
So it's been a while since I played this game.
I don't even know what it is.
We played Dilluvia Project.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really, it's not a heavy Euro, I would say. It's probably medium because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of interaction. It's worker placement. You got to manage your money really well, and you're managing all your incomes of these buildings. And there's a lot of good choices in the game. So, of course, Michelle stomped us because she figured it out right away. She's smart.
She's bright.
She's bright. So she got all these great tokens and did all these good early decisions that I had forgot. I don't remember how to play really that great. So that was super fun.
So is it a keep?
I already had a copy.
Yes, but is it a keep?
So yes.
So if it were not a keep,
yes.
Well, regardless of whether it's a keep or not, that copy could be sold because we do have a copy already here where it was on our shelf of unplayed opportunities.
Yes.
So we are keeping the Dilluvia Project.
But I did buy it at, as I do in VFMs, but it was great because then I could play it.
Yeah. For people who don't know what VFM means, virtual flea market, where you pre-buy games
from people selling
before
their
the convention.
Used games.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
I love VFMs.
And then I think Michelle went to get food or something, so I had a few minutes with Amy, and then I played another one of my purchases, a 2-player button-shy game called Seasons of Rice. This is a card-laying game where you're creating little, areas of fenced-in things, and you're going to score points. It's very simple card drafting laying game. I was fine. I mean, it's definitely, I would say, forgettable in the scheme of little card games with patterns. I would always choose something like Confusing Lands over Seasons of Rice, for instance. It has the same idea where on the back you're gonna get this scoring condition for the game, and then you're drafting these cards to make it your tableau bigger and better. It's fine. And then you joined us.
Hi.
And we played another big box game from the stack. The one I have not played from Queen called Liguria. This is not the like most attractive game. This is.
It looks like every other
Queen game.
Queen.
Like.
Not the City Collection.
Not the
Queen
City
games,
Collection, but just
their
like
older style.
Their older style of games.
Sure.
You know.
It's fine.
It was from like the creator of Fresco, so on the box it said like the next installment of Fresco, so
or spiritual successor
or
to
something
Fresco
like that,
or something.
It was nothing like Fresco, which was fine. Fresco's okay for me. This game had a mechanic I really enjoy, and that is what it was bidding for like turn order on like there's a mechanic where you're in player order, and then who's ever going last gets first dibs at where they want to go for how many tiles they want to take in the display.
I love mechanisms like this. There's like 10 spots for turn order, even if you're playing like 4 players. So let's say I want a whole lot of things. I might go last, but then I'm stuck with the card that's gonna be last, and I know that. But if I don't, there's a mechanism by which you don't want negative points on cards, and there are a lot of cards with negative points. So if I want to avoid those negative points, I might want to go first, but then I won't get as many things.
So it's a give and take.
Absolutely.
And so how many tiles do you want to be greedy and take 5? You're going to pick last, but you're going to get 5 tiles. So of course I went in that position as many times.
Yeah, you went.
I mean,
you were like, fine, I'll just deal with the negative.
I'll deal with the negative. So I really like that mechanic as well. The rest of the game, not as interesting.
There are 2 islands between each player, and you have a boat, and in front of you is your port. And so you're going to take your boat and go a certain number of spaces around the board, and then picking up cubes along the way, or basically claiming islands with your soldiers if you manage to get any soldier tiles. And if you're going one way, you have to keep going one way until you stop at a port, and then the next turn you can turn around and go the other way. But that's all fine. But you know, I think these things have been done before, and have been done since. So I think that part is just okay. You've got a boat where you actually deliver these different colored cubes, and you're trying to get these cubes in order to fulfill certain goals that you have from tiles that you have drafted. Otherwise, you're just trying to make sets, and you know it's contract fulfillment. It is resource gathering. It is there's a couple of other mechanics where you're sending out ambassadors to other places, and if someone's doing really well on a thing, I certainly want to send an ambassador to their place so that the next person that comes by will get a little bit worse reward and have to send even more ambassadors. There's some good mechanics to be had with this game. I liked it okay, but it was ultimately just okay.
Might still make your top 10.
It wasn't a great month of games, we'll just say that.
All right, moving along. Another one from the stack of possibilities was a dice game called Dicey Goblins. This is a push your luck game for sure.
Oh, yes.
You can stay in or leave, kind of like Diamant. And like what's gonna roll, you might bust you out kind of thing. What's interesting is in the rules it says, in the unlikely event that the dice ever run out from the bag, this is what's happened. And I think every round
it happened,
the dice ran out
twice out of 3 times. And there was only 3 times because the dice ran out 2 times, and that ended the game.
I just thought that was really funny. In the unlikely event, well, it's happened.
No. It said rare. In the rare event.
Oh, okay.
2 out of 3 times equals rare. Now you know. The more you know.
Maybe, and maybe also when
yes and no, because we rolled good symbols and not bad ones.
And I rolled bad ones. So if I roll, then I knock us out because we rolled bad symbols, because that's what I roll. So I mean,
if an abnormal thing happens, how abnormal is it? Is it statistically unlikely? According to those dice faces, not really.
It's hard not to compare this to something like Diamant.
And Diamant just does it. Also
all
called
Ink and Gold.
Ink and Gold just does it better.
So I would just always play Ink and Gold over this, right? Like,
yeah,
it was not great. It was good to try.
It's like if Zombie Dice and Ink and Gold had a baby. Is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sure. It was good to try because I've always been curious about it, but yeah. Then
it would not be a keep.
We had a whole bunch of people, and we went to Aldi's room and we played Hitster.
Hitster. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, and you really like it.
It's timeline with music. You hear a snippet of a song and you put it in your timeline. At its basic level, that's all it is. You can also play more advanced levels where you can collect tokens. If you can guess the name of the song and the artist, you'll get 1 token. And this token can be used for a variety of different things. Ultimately, though, you're just trying to get 10 in a row.
We were playing with a lot of people, so we heard a lot of the songs. So it makes me wonder, if you're playing with big groups every time, you're just going to keep hearing same songs.
Yeah, but just like Timeline, okay, so what if you get the same card in Timeline? Are you going to really remember where it is? I mean, to be fair, in Hitster, I've already heard these songs before. If Rio by Duran Duran comes up, I know what year that is, even without having played it before. So really, am I learning anything new? Maybe.
I did, because I pulled the same card and I remembered it from our first play. But that was...
But what's the chances that you get exactly that card?
A third time? Probably very good.
Kimmy's having hey yo flashbacks.
But it was still fun. It was still fun. I enjoyed the game. And then we played one other party game, which actually was provided to us on the review stack. So
yes,
this was getting one off of the shelf of review. So that was nice.
I love that.
So from 25th Century Games, we played Vanity Plates.
Vanity Plates. In this game, you are given a role like, I am a robot, I am a vampire, I am a shark, I am a banker, I am a whatever.
Basketball player.
I'm a basketball player. And I have 3 letters that I must include in my vanity plate.
2 letters and a number, maybe?
Here's the catch. You can't use vowels.
Can't use vowels, and you can't use the actual word of shark.
Like even a partial. So like for basketball, you can't use the word ball.
I couldn't get the rules right. It didn't matter because I lost so bad anyway, so it did not matter. We're gonna have to play again.
So I had shark. So on my vanity plate, I wrote 8, the number 8, someone. Or, without using the vowels, using backwards 3s for E's or something like that, which you can do. Or 1s for I's or 0s for O's. You can do all of these little vanity plate trick cheats. So I had 8 someone. And so you are going to mix up everyone's profession, right? And 6 other ones. Shovel them all together, display them all, and the first person to guess who has the 8 someone plate. If they say shark, then they get that card. That's a point for them. That's great. So I actually like this game. It's cute. I like coming up with witty vanity plate.
Sure, that's interesting. I don't love the race to say what you think it connects to. I mean, I'm just not good at...
Right.
I'm not good at that. I would like it more if it weren't like real time, and like if you did it and I'm sitting to your left, I would get first guess, and then the next person can get first guess.
I guess you can house rule it that way, yeah.
I think I would like it more because then I would at least always get a chance at guessing.
And you get
correctly.
one guess.
Yeah, you get one guess.
And that's fine. I think I would not mind it if it were around like that.
Just because I don't like, because you can just be so, you know the options and you just faster than me. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Sure.
And then like, so.
But if I'm sitting next to someone who is bad at making vanity plates,
well, we can go
then I'm always the first one to guess at this horrible choice. Anyway, I don't.
There could be a different way about doing it. That's all I'm saying.
Sure, absolutely.
Because I am that bad.
I can agree with that. It's sort of like
trying to guess.
Sort of like Hitster's tokens. Hitster's tokens is like whoever puts out a token first.
Yeah, like it should just go around the table.
It should go around the table.
Same thing.
So I agree with that. I don't like slapjack sort of games, and that's what this sort of is. Whoever announces it first. Well, what happens if there's a tie? It should pretty much go by positioning.
Oh yeah, sure.
So yeah, I get that. But yeah, I did sort of like this game.
Yeah.
So
it was good. It's fun to think of things.
For party games, I mean, it's sort of weird that a lot of the games we've kept recently are party games.
I like
but that's
games.
just, I mean, that's just how it is. Sometimes
Bullseye, also 25th Century.
Yeah.
We like that one.
We like that one. So a couple of good ones.
I don't want to hear it beat. Even though Kim is the one who said it.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, about Zero Canada?
Whatever.
Anyway. Whatever. And then was it the next day already? Yeah, it was the next day, I think.
Yeah, next day we actually played a big game.
Actually, this is actually day one of the convention.
Yeah.
Because all that other stuff was day 0 after setup.
Yeah, well, no. So we actually held Beth on day 1. We started pretty late in the day on Thursday when it started. But we started with a big game because I wanted to play it. It's actually a Martin Wallace game. It's funny because I looked at my stats for the games played for BGG Con. It's like 5% Martin Wallace, 5% Tom Lehman. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I played a couple of games by him.
Nice. And so we played a game called Chaos Cove.
Yes.
This I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
No, but talk about the game while I pull it up.
So you're going to use all the characters. You're going to get 4 characters, and then there's going to be 4 rounds, though you can play 3, and we ended up playing 3. And each round,
for an abbreviated game. It is actually in the rules. You can play it like that.
You can play 3 rounds. And so we played... So you get the 4 characters, and you're going to use them as worker placement kind of things, but you only get 2 of them to use, and if you want to use the other 2, you're going to have to spend money. So you have to make sure you have the money.
And it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Money is tight, and so if you're going to want to spend $3 to put out a third player, a third pawn, it better be worth your while. So you're going to go to these different spots, and you get to activate your character. So
we've all got but amongst everyone at the table, we've each got 4 unique characters.
Right. So there's what?
16 of them.
Yeah. And so my 4 characters will get passed to Michael in the next round, and his will get passed to Dr. Sign, etc.
Right.
Whoever.
So here's the catch with that. The first player also rotates to the left. Mm-hmm. So the weirdness is that the way to look at it is also these 4 characters are always going first, and that I think causes a little bit of disconnect for me.
So you would recommend you would have preferred if the first player passed this way and your 4 characters passed this way,
or something else that changes it up.
Start player,
or maybe start player maybe doesn't move unless someone takes a certain action or uses a certain character to take that role.
There was an action to do that.
There is one, though we never used it.
Right. And so I thought I was going to be first player forever.
Because it did not. I did not see the usefulness in it.
Right.
But maybe that's a flaw in the way I was thinking about it.
Probably. So you do all the actions, you do the things, but what you're really trying to do is protect your ships and your castles from the invading.
They're invading rat pirates and barbarians.
That's right. So they're invading and
pirates, I should have said.
You need to defend, but you don't know the strength of it. You could take actions to flip things so you can kind of prepare for it, but you just might get an unlucky flip and somebody's dealing with something at value 2 and you're dealing with something at value 14 and you're like, really? That's not fair at all. But I guess that's just the way. You have to prepare for the worst case scenario.
Kimmy, that's actually what it is. Pirates and barbarians.
It is.
So that's actually what it is. So there is one mechanism in this game. So after everyone takes their actions, all of our ships fight the pirates and all of our forts fight the barbarians. They all turn up, they all fight. Before that happens, if there is a mechanism by which those things are turned up, there is a way that some characters or some locations will fight turned over pirates and barbarians. Well, if I'm the first ship in the spot, I'm going to get first chance, unless there's another ship at that spot, and they're going to they can basically take that away. And you're trying to collect these for points. It's a not insignificant amount of points. It's actually quite lucrative to do that. But for people who don't like take that games, be warned, there's quite a bit of sniping other people's kills in this game. But you can set yourself up for the perfect turn, and if you're perceived to be ahead, someone can just snatch it away from you. And I don't like that.
I don't like that, but ultimately in the grand scheme of things, you line up how many everybody has killed, and I only got 5 points for killing 2 more than other people.
And
it was not worth it.
To
kill extra.
I also killed 2 more than other people. Also with 5 points. Nobody else got any points. But here's the thing. Had we gotten more and they gotten less, it would have been quite a bit.
Sure.
But because it was all rather equal, nobody got a lot of points from it.
Right. And so it ended up not being worth the extra.
Had they not been able to snipe my kills,
that's true,
I would have got a lot.
Probably, yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
you were racking up all those tokens.
We just played all of this game to what? For me to get 5 whopping points?
Well, no, there was other ways to get points.
Yeah, but that's what I was focused on.
No, for sure. Exactly. And that, I don't remember what else you could get points on.
Yeah. Ultimately, the scoring was rather low. We scored 25 to 26 to my 29 to your 38. You crushed it. But it just, to me, it just didn't feel good. I mean, it's not like Deal with the Devil scoring low. It's not Arc Nova scoring low. It's not a standard, Euro 150 point worth of game. This is like a 20 and 30 point game. Not a lot of points.
Not a lot of points, but a lot of time invested.
A lot of time.
It's a beautiful game. Like, it was really nice, and it's attractive. It has some good choices. I like a lot of like the worker placement things. You get to do cool things with your characters and the actions you're taking. So there's a lot of good things in the game. I just didn't love how it all was executed in the end. Like, I don't like the invading pirates, though. It's better than fighting each other, which I really I don't prefer that.
I agree.
But again, I don't like the sniping that is possible. I don't like that they are so varied in the difficulties, because it's like it's so unfair that you have such less defense and you actually happen to get the one that's value 2 or 4. I'm like, really? And I have all this extra stuff, and I have to deal with all of this extra like fighting.
Oh yeah, and if
it's like
it's
random,
and if you can't deal with it, which ultimately we always could deal with it, but if you couldn't deal with it, losing a ship or a fort is a lot of points.
It's a huge setback. So nobody did that, but it's possible it could easily happen.
It could have, yes.
And so I got points from building so many because I did build a lot, and so
because it's a risk.
The buildings are points, and the buildings and the ships are points. So I built so much is how I got my extra points.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it has some good marks, but it's, it was ultimately only okay for me.
Same.
And then we played with Dr. Sign. We played a small card game called Holly Oak.
From one of my favorite designers, Tom Lehman.
And this is a trick-taking game where you have to play in the current season. So
there are 4 seasons or suits of cards. They're basically oak tree cards, and you can get 1 or 2 stars on maybe 1 or 2. I think it's 2 tree cards per suit, but you have to win those cards. And if you have those cards, if you don't have those cards in your hand, then you're trying to win them at the right time, but sometimes you can't. But at its heart, it's just a trick-taking game. But it's not like a normal trick-taking game. We start in the spring. The first player, has to lead a spring card if they have spring. So you play your spring card. If you have no spring cards, you play a summer card. Well, hey, now we're in summer. Spring cards mean nothing. Summer beats spring. But then the next player now has to play summer, not spring. But if they don't have any summer cards, then they play fall. Well, guess what? Now summer doesn't mean anything anymore. And the fall trumps summer, which trumps spring. So at that point, whoever won the trick gets all those cards, might get the 1 or 2 points. You either try to take no tricks at all,
which is like impossible to do in 3 players.
Which is worth, for a 3-player game, it was worth 8 points. Or you take all of the star cards
that you can
to try to get 8 points. The worst is if you take a trick worth no points, you get nothing. And you do that for 3 rounds. I wish that you got something for some of those cards.
Yeah, it's just like not enough.
There's not enough scoring cards.
Yeah, there's not many.
And I tried to short suit to try to not take anything, and it's super difficult. Because if you can play, you must play.
Yeah, especially with 3 players, you can't count on getting 0. I mean, there's only 6 cards, right, that have the stars, so it's not many cards at all.
Yes. But yeah, I wanted to like it.
Me too.
Especially since it's Tom Lehman. But I'm glad to have played it.
Sure. Then we played from my stack. I have so many from my stacks of games that like I said, I pre-bought so many in the VFM that I'm like, let's just play these and not like new releases or whatever, just because they're games off of my shelf of opportunity, and then I have the chance to sell them if I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
So we played a game called House Flippers.
From Sit Down.
This is a real-time game with sand timers.
There's a lot of sand timer games.
So many.
In the past 3-4 years, I would say.
So many. Yeah, whenever Kites came out, it's like all these sand timer games came out.
Kites, and then Skyrockets, and what's the
Hummingbirds?
Hummingbirds, and what's the trick taker one where you where your workers are the
Pendulum.
And there was also another one that we played where you had the times.
Yeah, it was like Time of Empires.
Time of Empires. Thank you. I'm like trying to remember these things.
But there's been even more than that. This is just like a handful.
Yeah.
And now we play House Flippers.
Yes.
In
In House Flippers, You start off with your basic gray sand timer worker. You flip it over when the sand runs out. You take that colored cube and you can flip it over at any time. You can spend those cubes to get cards. You can spend those cards to either, if it's a card that gives you another timer, hey, now you got 2 workers or 3 workers that are building those cubes for you. Or you can spend cards that you get with cubes on the card as cubes to get better cards. Ultimately, you are trying to retire by flipping these houses. And to retire, you're going to need the cards at the very top of the board that are very expensive, like all of the rare colors of cubes. You are trying to get 3 triples of the same, 4 pairs of the same, or something else.
Like
I can't remember. Or six of a kind. Yes, that is correct.
Like
6
that.
of the same card. All of that. So, a lot of people in the chat. It's a love-hate thing. They love them. They hate them.
I don't hate them.
They do tend to be real time.
I do understand getting really frustrated if they get stuck, because especially in a game like Hummingbirds, it's critical.
In Hummingbirds, it's
critical.
The sand got stuck on one of the timers. You pulled it out.
I was furious.
And it was
so done. You're like, so done. This is ridiculous.
Oh, clearly if you pulled yours out, mine must be done. Nope.
It still had like half of the time because it got stuck.
And then you put it back in, and I'm like,
man, that ruined the whole game for me.
Yeah, she was fuming.
I was so fuming.
Someone put the bad Steph face on there.
I was fuming. This is the best mood award for me when I played Hummingbirds.
That's Hummingbirds, not this one.
And I wanted to like it. This one is fine because you can like watch it and then tap it. You know, you're watching it, so it's like, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's. So you know, House Flippers was fine. I definitely think you need to be ready for the extra timers because you will lose if you don't.
I saw, as soon as I saw one, I'm like, I've got the cubes. Taking it. And here's the thing though, since it's real time, you have to put your hand on one hand on the card, spin the things with your other hand, then take the card. It's like, this is my reservation mechanism, is putting my finger on the card. And it's okay. I won. Matter of fact, you're like, what? You won already? I got 3 triples.
But not even close. I was not even close.
Wow, that big icon is like really scary looking. Yeah, I've never seen it that big before. It's like, oh, whoa. Whoa. So that was House Flippers.
It was fine to play. It was not a keep.
And not a keep.
But the one that's really not a keep was the next game.
Then we played Walkstar 3rd edition. I can remember back in the old days when Walkstar was 1st edition, then it went out of print and the prices just jumped through the roof. I remember games of Walkstar going for $50, $60, $80, $90 on the geek market. And people buying it. But so I had never played it before.
I played the 1st edition of Walkstar and I rated it a 3.
Whoa!
But this edition was supposed to be so much better, so I'm like, I'll give it a shot. It was like $5 in the VFM or whatever, so I paid $5 for it. I'm like, I'll try it again. Maybe I hated co-op so much at that time and it was just terrible and I had a bad experience. Whatever, I'll play it again. This is the 3rd edition, it's supposed to be better. Hey, guess what?
No.
No, it was.
Cousin B said maybe it'll be a 5 now.
Still 3, maybe 2. Like, it's so bad.
In Walkstar, you are rolling dice to create ingredients. But the ingredients are not for your dish, they're for the other player's dishes, and vice versa. They're creating ingredients so that you can make your dishes. Well, a customer pops up, they want a dish. If you have the ingredients for it, you can lose those ingredients to collect the customer. Problem is, hey, we got sand timers. It's a real-time game. If the timer, and it's got 2 timers, so...
What is this? More real
yeah,
time?
no. What is this? It's more real-time. Exactly. It's got sand timers. So we're playing all these sand timer games all of a sudden. But the rules, they've had 3 attempts at this. This is the 3rd edition, and the rules are still ambiguous on things.
So Kim is like, usually if the first one isn't great, it's not going to be better in the second. That's not entirely true.
So, case in point, Kai-Vi. Steph rated it a
3.
And then we played an updated, rethemed, reworked version called
Faya Swamp.
Faya's Swamp.
But
and
it was totally reworked.
Rated it much higher.
7.5.
That's a huge difference for those of you who know how Steph rates games.
But
7.5 is edge of keep.
It is a keep.
Yes.
But with Walkstar, they went from 1st edition to 3rd edition, whole new box, whole new look, everything. I'm like, surely they will fix the rules with all the problems it had from 1. No. Why would they, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, they're making money hand over fist. But no reason to change the rules. We'll just put it back out there. And so when you use your dice to make ingredients, you put them in the dishwasher. At some point, you all decide to wash the dishes, at which point you drop the sand timers. You redistribute all the dice to other people, and then they say you flip one of those turned over timers. Flip it back up normal or flip it over inverse at that point. Well, at that point, maybe you mess yourself up. Also, it's not clear. It's that you have first wash and second wash. Can you not wash it a 3rd time even if you don't flip the timer over? Who knows? It's not said anywhere in the rules. So we just played it as if you couldn't. And then because of that, we couldn't do enough customers to complete the first day rent out of 4 days. And we're like, no, this is stupid. And we just, we lost on the first day.
There are better real-time cooperative kitchen games out there.
A lot.
There's at least Pressure Cooker and Kitchen Rush, which are better games.
Critter Kitchen is not real-time. It's a kitchen-based sort of collect ingredients sort of thing.
Yeah, but that's not real-time.
No, it's not. But Pressure Cooker and Kitchen Rush both so much better. I don't see why Rockstar
or Too Many Cooks
got any attention. Salt says, and they're all available on Steam.
How about that?
I didn't know that.
Anyway, you can easily skip that one, everybody. Then we played a small card game called Cherry Picking, which is where you get dealt a hand of cards.
What?
And you are trying to collect sets of different fruit, I guess. And not sets necessarily, but like set collection.
Everyone puts down a card and you flip them all over simultaneously. Well, ladders go first because ladders can pick the fruit out of the trees. They can pick anything that they want unless multiple players have ladders, in which case they cancel each other out. And then the highest in each suit is going to take the card below that fruit. Well, because of that, everything gets locked into its own fruits rather quickly. And then the game just sort of goes on rails from then on out, in my opinion.
And you can't like change the cards in your hand.
You can't change the cards.
And you're going to have to play them.
You have to play them sometime.
So, yeah. It was fine. I mean, I would play it again. I like simultaneous card selection games, so
I like the ranks of things being the one, oh, I'm going to take this, but then you're going to take that because you're lower rank.
But it's like almost always better to
have the lower.
To get baskets.
And then baskets happen at the end. Baskets can take anything that's out there. But let's say underneath the red tree, you end up getting locked into cherry cards, right? So the only thing you can take from that after the first play is cherry, ladder, basket. If you're not collecting those, guess what? You're SOL. Because that's all you're going to get there.
Yeah.
I wish things shuffled up somewhat.
Okay. The next one wasn't so bad, actually.
You know it was a good convention. Good convention. When you say, well, this one wasn't so bad, actually.
The next game we played...
Spoiler alert.
We played twice.
A lot of bad games.
We played the next one twice.
Yeah, we did.
We played a game called 1%, a game of strategic chance.
And there's a reason why we played it twice.
The goal of the game is to roll double zeros on D10s.
So, basically D100s, for those of you who are familiar with RPGs. Or role-playing games. So, Jelfia, who played with us, says, Michaela! So, here we go. The first thing you do in the game is roll for turn order. The lowest person gets to go first.
I roll a 4.
Steph rolled a 4. 0-4. Surely she's going to go first. Then it came time for me to roll. Boom, double zero. Guess what that means?
You win!
On the turn order roll.
Jelfia didn't even get a turn.
You win.
She didn't get a turn.
Jelfia did not get a turn. Jelfia did not even get to roll.
Too bad for you. You should have rolled first.
It's so funny. It's like the name of the game is roll double zero. Bam.
1% chance.
1% chance. Did it.
Next.
And then I counted that as a win.
All right, so then we did play the game.
Then we played it for real. Salt says, is this a game someone paid money for?
I did.
Yes. So then we played it again. I didn't get double zero again. But ultimately, you're basically playing it so that it's like, would you say it's like sort of like Liar's Dice, but
yes,
ish. And if you get called, everyone else will vote yes, they've got it, no they don't, at which point it's revealed, and the people who were correct, they stay in until you've got one person left. They get 3 rewards. It's bonus cards that will improve your odds of winning that 1%. For example, if I get a card that says 3 on it, now I win with zeros and or 3s. So what wins? 0, 0, 0, 3, 3, 0, or 3, 3. I've improved my chances quite a bit. So I can then roll the dice twice, or I can actually get yet another bonus card and roll the dice once, or I can get 3 bonus cards. But hey, I might not ever get a chance to roll the dice again, so maybe I get 2 bonus cards and 1 good chance to roll the dice. Ultimately, I didn't win, but...
Yeah, so the first game, it was just to see who goes first. And he happened to get double.
I just accidentally happened to get...
The actual game is dealing out cards and looking at the icons and trying to play a game of Liar's Dice with these icons.
With the icons.
And so, like, how many blue icons are at the table amongst all hands? And so, the game is there, and then if you have the winning condition, because everybody like said no, you don't have it, but you did have it, and you're the last one, then you get the bonus.
So I ended up being the last one, and I get 3 rewards. I chose a 3 card and a 4 card. So I had 0s, 3s, and 4s win. I roll the dice. I got a 1-4. I was so close to winning. That 1 doesn't win it for me, though. A 3-4 would have won. A 4-4 would have won. A 0-4 would have won. I didn't win. So we kept going. Eventually, who wins that game? Eventually...
Is it Delphia?
I
don't know.
Dr. Sign won that one.
Dr. Sign.
Dr. Sign.
Yeah, so because
Because
we're at a table with 5 players, 3 of which hadn't played Liar's Dice. I'm like, this game is just like Liar's Dice. So we go,
yeah, they're like, Liar's Dice? What's Liar's Dice? And we're like, you have not played Liar's Dice?
oh man.
Yeah, no.
And so I go to the library and get Liar's Dice, and then we proceeded to play 7 games of Liar's Dice.
It was Sweet Amy, Dr. Sign, me, Steph, and Jofia.
Yay!
Yay!
So Liar's Dice, I think everybody just needs to play. Like
Absolutely. It is a classic.
It's a classic game, and Amy was determined to win at least one game.
Addicted and determined.
So we played 7 times, and she still didn't win.
Well, this is the funniest thing. It was late at night, and we went from 5 players slowly down to 3 players. Me, Steph, and Amy, because she's like, one more game. Oh, we gotta play one more game. One more game. One more game. That was not the funniest thing.
Determined Amy. Obsessive Amy.
Exactly. Kimmy says Amy is a lot of things tonight. Brass Amy.
Yes.
Yes. The first game, I won. The second game, I won. The third game, I almost win, but Jofia won.
Get him.
Good job, Jofia. The fourth game, I won. The fifth game, actually the fourth game, I think was it the second game or the fourth game?
I don't know.
I was down 4 dice to 2 dice. I had 2 dice. Dr. Sign had 4, and I knocked Dr. Sign down bit by bit by bit until he had nothing left. And I'm like, yep, that's another win for me. I won 5 of those 6 games. 5 of those 6 games. I'm pretty good at being a liar. I'm usually not that good at Liar's Dice.
Oh, man.
But it happened.
We needed to switch seats. That's what we needed to do.
Amy even came and sat between us and could not. We reversed the turn order, and she could not win. We had it forward. We had it backward. She's like, let's try it different. She was so addicted. Wow.
It was good though.
It wasn't. I won 6 out of. I didn't win 5 out of 6. I won 6 out of 7.
Yes.
Sorry, I had it wrong. I didn't see the one that we played after midnight.
Yeah, I couldn't even return to the library because it was after midnight.
It was after midnight. So yeah, I won 6 out of 7 games of Liar's Dice.
So many people
that
walked
never
by,
happens.
Like I think at least 2 or 3 people walked by saying, "I can't believe you guys are playing Liar's Dice." I'm like, why? Why is it so shocking?
Because these people have not played. You have to play Liar's Dice. So, all of you guys out there, there are certain games you need to play in order to fill holes in your gaming knowledge. For example, if you have not played Dominion, you must play Dominion. Guaranteed you must play it because it's iconic. There are just, if you've not played Catan, I'm not saying it's like, top level, top shelf game, but you must play it just to experience what a lot of people call a classic game. So, Liar's Dice, you gotta play Liar's Dice.
No thanks.
Yeah, I think so too. I think no thanks as well. Yes. But anyway, I'm glad. Wait, I did not even notice you're still wearing your BGG band.
Yeah.
That's That's funny.
It's just on.
It's just on.
Then we were walking away, and we played a game of Tumblin Dice, because Amy never played Tumblin Dice.
Oh, I did not put it in my phone.
Oh, look at you.
I need to do that. Risk. If you haven't played Risk, you need to play Risk. Yeah, we're walking away.
Walking away. She hadn't played, but the game's just not as much fun with D4s.
Again,
D6s.
If you've not played Tumblin Dice, you need to play Tumblin Dice.
I have my Tumblin Dice upgraded with the set of like RPG dice.
You
like
need
all of the variety.
You
of
need
dice.
the D12, D10, D8, D6, D4. You need to play a game of Tumblin Dice with a D20.
It's just chaos.
It's chaos.
The game's already chaos. You might as well just be like, I got this 20 on the board. You could have like a great moment, right? It could have a wow moment if you do something like
20
that.
20 times 4. Boom!
Nailed it. So for me, it's just fun with the variety of dice. And you know, you're gonna maybe hit big or not, and then that's just the game. It's just fun. So that's always fun with Tumblin Dice, even with 4d6s. It's so lame.
Then it was the next day.
That was the next day.
And we played a game called Quorum.
From my VFM stack.
From the VFM stack, but by DeVere.
Also by DeVere. This game, you are essentially drafting cards and playing cards to the tableau. It'll increase you on various tracks.
6 tracks.
6 different tracks. And the cards you play will help score on those different tracks, but they never combine. So like if I'm moving up the blue track, the card isn't going to have to do with the blue track.
Right.
So you have to like manage your cards. If you have a whole lot of like brown cards, you have to make sure to get up the brown track and have scoring possibilities for all the different tracks. So it's kind of a mishmash because you don't really want to do yellow, but you're going to have to do yellow to score for the yellow scoring. And so it's like, it's a little bit of that.
But as a result, the mismatch causes it to be where none of the cards I had helped any of the cards I had or could get. And so I felt like I was just swimming around doing nothing.
It's funny you mentioned that. Voya puzzle came up so many times in our conversations.
For those of you who can't see the chat, Cosmic Beat says Voynich puzzle killed me with the track scoring other tracks.
So it's funny that you mentioned that. So it's just because we talked about it so many different times with so many different people this past weekend, and I never played that game. So
right, still haven't
played it. But yeah, I mean, Quorum...
2 different groups said we played it wrong, so then we played it again. Then we found out we played it the second time wrong. 2 different groups.
That's got to be a really bad rule book.
It's got to be, because the people who these are some smart people. They're like, oh yeah, we played it wrong, and I'm like, what? This is another group of people played it wrong.
Yeah.
But liked it enough to play it again, and in another case, again. Anyway, in Quorum, nothing seemed to synergize. Further, there are these gods that you could draft, and it's the god that you draft will enable you to change the scoring multiplier for certain tracks. Well, that's just chaos added on to chaos when things already don't score very much. And so ultimately, this game was a mismatch of a miss for me. Fortunately, the points were really tight. I was lowest at 61. Steph was the most at 70. So even though none of us could get anything going really well, it was all fairly tight.
I actually didn't mind it. I liked it. I understand the frustration though. So
yeah, it just seemed frustrating to me. So I can get why somebody would like it, but it just didn't work for me.
Then I actually did bring a game from the review shelf to play, and we played it twice. We played a game called Circadia. This is a game designed by Hisashi Heihachi, like Yokohama. So my hopes for the game were like really high. Like I was expecting to like love this game.
Love it.
Which is why we had to play it twice, because my first play was not good. I'm like, what am I missing? I have to try it play it a different way to see if I like it more.
So in Circadia, so y'all know what the circadian rhythm is, where you have a day-night cycle. People, wake up in the day and then go to sleep at night. And some things go to sleep in the day, wake up at night, and they have their own circadian rhythm.
Right.
In this game, you are collecting sets of things and playing all your ones or all your twos or all your threes, but you're of 3 different critter types. And you must do them from smallest to largest. And then you'll draw, if you played all your ones, you're only going to draw 1 card. If you played all your 5s, you're going to draw 5 cards, which is great, but there's not many 5s in the set. Anyway, after one of your turns, you can turn in these groups of cards to get critters, but the critters must go day, then night, then day, then night as you go. First person to hit 15 points triggers the end of the game, and everyone else gets 1 more turn. I sort of enjoyed this game. It was not as frustrating for me as it was for Steph. I believe it was Sweet Amy that won the first time, and I think I won just barely the second time. The first game we played, here are the scores. Gotta say, Amy got 16, Jelfia 15, me 12, Steph 5. Kimmy said 14 teen. At least you redeemed yourself the second game.
No.
You had 14, Amy had 15, Jelfia had 16, I had 17. So
Still
3
lost.
of us.
Still lost.
Still lost.
Still lost. No, I don't like.
She did have 14 teen.
I did not like the playing of cards. I don't know. I couldn't.
I really enjoyed the playing of the cards.
Didn't like it. I felt like I constricted every step of the way. Like I could play these cards one at a time, draw up, and then maybe get this one there, maybe get this one there.
You get too attached to your lines.
Maybe. Well, in the first game, I killed so many lines, and that's why I got 5 points.
Yeah.
I could not draw what I was doing.
Yeah.
And any time I'm like, okay, I have these cards, so I can at least play one at a time, get my hand back up, and then I would never draw another card to make the thing, to do the thing.
I get it.
It's very frustrating.
I think
very, very frustrating.
Yeah. I think one of the strategies of that game, possibly, I don't think I did this, but I had it in my mind, if I didn't have anything that worked in my hand, I was going to play a 4 to draw 4 cards, or a 5 to draw 5, to get some big number of cards in my hand, decide what path I wanted to go down at that point after discarding down to 8, and then going from there if I had to do so. Just wasting 1 big card to get some fresh cards in hand. And I think that is the key to playing Circadia well.
I was doing that in the second game, and I actually got points, so yeah, but like...
So, I mean,
I couldn't get the card draw.
Yeah, but if you had things go a little bit differently, if the right animals were up at the right times, you had a night whenever a night was supposed to be there, maybe you would have gotten enough to get that 17. Who knows?
Probably, but would it be enough for me to like the game?
Maybe not. I thought it was pretty good.
Luck of the hand.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. like I said, I wanted to give it a fair shot, so I played it a second time. Everybody at the table liked it, so they were willing to play it again.
I usually don't play games twice, and I played it twice.
And I just didn't like it even the second time.
I get it.
I felt like I was making no good choices.
So then we played a game. We had me and Steph and Jelfia and Amy play a game called It's a Balloon. And this is one of those games where you are drawing on a dry erase board.
Low effort, as Michael would say.
It is a low effort design. There are a bunch of words on cards, and you are going to choose one of the words on the cards to draw. Well, you've got this dry erase board that has 9 symbols on it, and you can say, start at the left tip of the star and draw all the way over to the hammer. And then from the hammer, you need to draw a straight line all the way over to the bear or whatever these symbols are. But you are drawing in secret to make this word happen. And you are relaying this to everyone else who's also drawing it on their dry erase boards. At the moment one of these people think that they can guess what my word is, they're going to take the biggest scoring token. And then whoever thinks that they've also got it will take the smaller scoring token, etc. So, is that correct? I think that's correct. Then here's the catch. You got to do it in real time, 90 seconds. Because you got a what? A sand timer.
Yeah, you
because
do.
This is the time of sand timers, am I right? So, I had them draw a skirt. It had to be a simple design because you only got 90 seconds. It turns out this was the first draw. Nobody followed it correctly except for one person, and they had no idea it was a skirt. Oh well. Kimmy says again. Salt groans.
It was not the best party game.
There
are better drawing games.
It was
there.
A total failure. The points were close, 7 to 8 to 9, but I'm glad I played it. Don't need to play it again.
Then we're trying to figure out what to do if we're gonna go to dinner or whatever. But we did play.
We had a little time.
2 games of DNUP.
DNUP.
This is one of the games I brought along with me because I like it and I knew I'd want to be playing it with more people. And it's a really cool game with like more people. So I was interested in playing it more. It's a really we did a video for it already. Yep. So definitely check out that video.
Salt said, imagine you could have played a nice Euro if you had not played any of those real-time games. Yeah, but we had to because we bought a lot of them in the virtual flea market. We have to play them because do we want to carry them home or do we just want to sell them while we have the chance to sell them?
My problem is I like to play a lot of variety, and Michael does too. So he doesn't mind playing these games.
I actually like playing variety.
Yeah, and so
while I would rather play one epic 12-hour game than a 24 mediocre 30-minute games, you got to give these other games a try because you never know what you like. Yeah. Some games you like, some games you don't.
And so I bought these games, wanting to try them. So might as well play them.
Exactly. We got them. Let's play them. So we did DNUP. We did DNUP twice. And Steph won one and Jelfia won the other.
I'm shocked. I don't win this game very much.
I enjoy DNUP.
Yeah,
DNUP's good.
And you played it multiple times as con, so you clearly like it enough.
Kimmy, yes, it does mean down up. Matter of fact, it even says down up on the box. I think they pronounce it down up. I pronounce it DNUP. Salt says you could have played one game of Advanced Civ.
And he would have liked it. And had he done that, I would have played games I like.
And that would have been fine.
And that would have been fine.
But I sort of feel a responsibility when we have these games to play, because otherwise they sit in our kitchen nook where all the sale games are. Yeah. And I'd just rather sell it at the con.
Yeah, for sure.
So on Saturday, no, this is late Friday night, isn't it?
Yeah, because we had the virtual flea meetup. So we got all the games. I have to then go through all the games and figure out if we're going to sell any in the bazaar the next day. And we ended up playing one of the games to see if we want to sell it or not. So
yes.
We played a game called Brick Like This.
Oh, I don't have that in my phone.
Another one. You have to go through this.
I'm going to have to go through and fix my phone.
So we played, it's a Lego game. I actually played the early edition of this game. I forget what it was called. Maybe it was called, I don't know what it's called.
Don't know.
Anyway, it didn't have actual Legos. It had other sorts of blocks or something. I don't know.
But these were Legos.
These were actually Legos. You have to describe the picture so that the other player can... Well, you typically are going to do it in teams. Yeah. But because we only had the two of us, we had to do it cooperatively.
Guess what? Real time.
We had 10 minutes to get as many shapes made as possible.
Yes.
And yeah, you get these like shadow shapes.
Yeah, you need to
you have to figure out how to make it.
Find the red slope and then put that underneath the 1x3. No, you need to move it one more over. Okay, good. Now place a little one spot right in the middle of that. And so you have to explain all this stuff to the other player. And if you get it wrong, whenever you show it, you're like, oh yeah, we don't get any points for that if they missed it. So we used a 10-minute phone timer for that one. So
Brick This. Yeah, I played the original. Didn't love the original. This was fine.
I didn't like it.
It's not, I mean, I don't need to play it again.
Yep, don't need to play it again.
And then the next day was our really busy day.
Next day we played hardly anything because we
played 3 things.
We had the bazaar. 3 things? I have 2 on here, so we'll have to figure that out. We did the bazaar and dealt with that, and then we probably played these games. And then we went to help out for the storage sale, the BGG storage sale, where they raised money for Cafe Momentum. And they've done this for several of these BGG spring years, where they culled the BGG library, and we end up usually buying a lot of games. This year was no exception. But also, we help them price games correctly. So all of the games that y'all see up front that are not the $10 games, usually it's me or Steph who has taken those games up to the front to say, this one you could get a lot more money for charity. And it's not like we're trying to, keep these games away, but it does raise more money for charity because they are fair prices for games.
They ended up making $12,000.
$12,000 for this charity. And that's really good because... I feel like
300 of which was mine.
Yeah. We usually are donating about 2% of the amount every year. So
past years it's been more, but
yeah.
It's good deals. I mean, these are really good games.
They're really good deals. Now,
I got so many good games.
If we were just looking to make a quick buck or something, we would say, okay, this is a $100 game, but I'm going to keep it on the 10s. It wasn't like that. We actually bought some of those games that we priced really well. And if no one buys them by the time we get to them, yeah, we're going to buy them. But we gave everyone a chance first.
You bought the bundle of Vendetta Road.
I ended up buying Thunder Road Vendetta.
I bought the Blue Moon bundle.
Blue Moon bundle, yep. And
I bought like Dead Cells, which is great. And I don't don't even know.
Yeah, we bought it. We bought a few things.
I bought a whole bunch of expansions that were new and shrink, like the number 9 expansion and the having brain farts. But I bought like a few different like Millefiori expansion that I didn't have. Like you can't really get those really as well.
Some of them are not
for
US
me, like
titles.
these are just gonna go into the collection. I tend to gravitate towards games I just want for myself to either play or just
100%.
But then we go through after everybody's gone through and cherry picked all of the things, and then I buy stuff that I can possibly resell. So all that,
I think you sold the number 9 expansion, Steph, because Cosmic Beat says there's a number 9 expansion.
I know, you can't get it here. So it's like I was really excited to see that.
There you
Even
go.
though my number 9 copy has 2 in it because I love number 9, and then you can play with 8 people, but the expansion obviously only handles 4, so
you're gonna have to get 2 expansions.
I will, or figure it out.
There you go. It's dangerous watching this stream, Cosmic Beat.
I know. Oh yeah, I got like the Quick's 10-year anniversary.
Oh yeah, that
like
you can't find.
This awesome, like all the maps. I mean, I have the maps, but now I can keep this copy and like sell all my other stuff. That's just every which way.
Our friends also picked up some great deals. Jelfia got a Power Grid
bundle
with
all the maps,
most, if not all of the maps. How much? $50
with the base game. I mean, there was a lot of good deals.
Absolutely, and I know Jelfia was happy to get that Power Grid set.
Amy was super excited to get Mini Golf Designer for $20.
Yes,
and so she was over the moon for that. So lots of good deals. Like
crazy
I said,
deals.
Go to BGG Spring just for the charity sale. It's worth it.
It's totally worth it. I would, if you're looking to augment your collection, for $10 you can get any of those games. And at the end of the storage sale, they were like, okay, these games they lowered them to $5, and then those that didn't sell, they just gave away for free. So, yeah. And for free, you could then decide to make a donation by scanning a QR code. So if you're interested in donating to this charity, look up Cafe Momentum, teaching people how to get into...
I think it's kids even.
Teaching... older kids, moving into adulthood, how to get started in, I don't want to just say food service because that's really undervaluing it, teaching them to be true chefs. Look up Cafe Momentum and check them out. Dan says there are games I have declined to take for free. We did as well because, we actually had room in the car. But, there's no reason for us to take a whole bunch of free games when other people can take those free games. So we left those on the shelf for other people. But we did have time to play 2 of the Spiel des Jahres nominees.
Yes.
We, was it only 2 or 3? 2. Okay, so BGG Spring is known for showing off the recent Spiel nominees every year. I think only 1 year they were late with the Spiel nominees. But most years they not only have the games, but they actually have people from the Spiel come to present those during BGG Spring. So the first game that we played on Saturday was Morty Sorty Magic Shop, which is... And really, Steph calls it like a board game version of Welcome to.
Yeah, because you have certain places to place these different potions, and they have to go in line in ascending order. Like you can't play an 8 after a 9, for instance. The same way like you would in Welcome to. Now there's different things going on, like you're going to get bonuses for the different columns you complete possibly, or you'll get bonus for completing the row, and so there's different things to think about. But ultimately it's a drafting game where you can draft these different potions to your board. The caps on the potion will limit you on where you can play them. I thought this was really a really cute game, so I can see why it was nominated. It's approachable, and we got to play with a couple people. We got to play with a kid.
Got to play with a kid and his dad.
Yeah, so that was nice.
Yeah. And yeah, he was organizing all of his stuff just fine, making good decisions for drafting, and that's good. I like to see kids who are interested in gaming actually do gaming. And this was not a Kinderspiel. This was an actual Spiel game,
right,
being played by this kid. So there are 3 shelves in your display. A line where you could put anything, including black, silver, and gold. Another one where you can do silver and gold, and the top one where you can just do gold. Well, also, if you can create columns with 3 different colors of potion, you can get one of these special blue-topped potions.
Which can go anywhere.
Which might nice. Also give you yet another one, which means you can take another blue. Combo-tastic, really nice.
Yeah, and there's goals for the game, and then you want to collect a lot of the same color background, like ingredient or whatever.
Yeah, if you have 10 or more, get a big 60 points, which is what I did.
I just crushed everybody, though.
Yes. The kid and his father got 75 and 93. I got 98. Steph with 127. Crush our souls.
So maybe I've seen what the game has to offer. I don't know, but I would play it again.
I would play it again. It was cute. Then we did play a Kinderspiel.
Yes.
It's called something different in French and German. In German, it's Verflixt Verzaubert. And I think in French, it's Mimos et Sam.
I guess. I don't know.
Basically, one player is a ghost and everyone else is trying to be against the ghost. The ghost is running around trying to find artifact pieces. And of course, I like artifacts.
What?
So I was the ghost and everyone else is trying to play basically a game of Guess Who, where you are running around to caves, and in each cave lives one of these creatures who is really the ghost in disguise, or I should say is not the ghost, because if you see something in a cave, clearly that's not me. And then if they go to one of these places where I have searched for an artifact, they will say, hey, do you match this attribute? Like, do you have a handbag? Are you yellow or pink? Are you a dragon? And I will say yes or no, and that will help them eliminate choices. And they need to find out who I am before I get all 4 artifacts back to the home base. I thought this is great for kids.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
I don't think I need to keep it. I don't think it was easy because
it's not easy, but it's not a hard game to understand, so that's why it's good for kids. Like, it's,
sure.
Like,
I don't think I need to own it, but
it's a roll and move.
I would play this with kids for sure. Now, does it scale with different player counts? I think absolutely, because I roll 3 dice. The other players also roll all 3 dice and then distribute them amongst everyone at the table. So whether it's one person moving 3 dice worth or 3 people moving 1 die worth,
same
difference, and I like that. It's cool.
It's good.
I think I like this one.
Yeah. And then we participated in the poker tournament.
Oh, is this the game?
Yeah.
I didn't put that down because I don't keep track of that on the BGG.
I do.
Stats. Yeah, maybe I should, but
it's a game.
It's actually.
I could win it. I didn't win it. I could win it.
You did win it before.
I did win it before.
So you had a bounty on your head.
I did. You did too.
I did too, because I've won one before, and so I got a bounty put on my head. Unfortunately, we both got knocked out about the same time. I was out like about 5 minutes before Steph. the earlier you go out, the lower poker chip you get as a souvenir, and you basically there is a mini game over the years to collect a full set of chips. We're actually pretty close. Steph provided a 1 at one point. We both got 10. We both got 10s this year. I have gotten a 5, a 10, 100, 4 500s and 2,000s. So I was missing the 25, the 10, and the 1. Well, Steph last year provided the 1 out super early. This year, we both got my missing 10. I'm only missing a 25 now to get the whole set.
But I want to be clear. I beat you.
By 5 minutes, yes, you did. You did beat me.
So it's
real poker.
It's real
not
poker, but there's no real money. It's just
it's
chips.
just for fun.
It's for fun.
Though the winner did get a free 2 badges to BGG Spring 2027.
That's
I
amazing.
believe it.
That's really
I think
cool.
It's 2 badges. It might be 1. I think it's 2.
That's pretty cool, though.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
it's a good prize.
That is a good prize. I had a lot of fun.
Then we're on the next to last day of the convention.
But
It's
I
Sunday.
have a lot of things to talk about, but I need you to go get the package outside while I talk about some things.
The package outside where?
Outside the door.
The house?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a package outside the house.
Yeah, I need you to get that. But actually, after poker, I played a game of Sweetlands. I played with Amy and I taught Dilluvia Sweetlands, and it's so great. I love it much. This is for years going. Exactly. So Sweetlands, always fun. We had a very large spread in our scores. It's one of those things. Michael's just laughing from downstairs. He's just laughing at.
Crush their souls.
I did crush their souls a little bit. It's a game where you need to play many times to kind of understand the interlinks and what to do. Get good, everybody. Always great, always long. It is long, for sure. It is long. Yeah, the scores. I won with 267. Amy had 174, and Dilluvia had 98. So it was. That being said, Dilluvia did much better than Wendy, whose first place she got 8. So there's that. Poor Dilluvia. No, she liked it though. She liked it. So that's all I want. I eagle eye everybody, make sure they're playing correctly, doing the right thing at the right time. And yeah, it's just such a I really do enjoy it. It is a big game for sure. Then the next morning, Michael slept in, so I played 2 games with Dilluvia and Quentin. We first played Spooky Tower because it is on Board Game Arena. I'm playing a game on Board Game Arena right now, or I was. I don't know if it ended already, but playing this game, and like, what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I understand the basic concepts of this game, but I'm missing something. So at BGG, I wanted to play it in order to get the full, like, here's what I'm really trying to do. So the game is basically Machikoro. I'm talking about Spooky Tower, which you didn't play.
Everybody knows how I feel about Sweetlands.
Yeah, we're not on that anymore.
No.
We're on Spooky Tower. This is a game you have yet to play.
You got another package too.
I know. So I knew that there was something out there. So Spooky Tower, like I said, it's like a kind of a take on Machikoro. So if you like Machikoro, this is definitely worth playing. In this game, you're trying to collect 5 ghosts first, or collect 3 amulets first. I don't like races. Most people know I don't like a race, and so I don't love that. There is a bit of luck with the cards because you collect. So you're gonna collect the cards. Like if I roll a 5-3, I could take a 5, I could take a 3, or I could take an 8. I take it.
Space base.
Yeah, or space base. I take it, But the thing is, to flip it over and activate it, I need to roll that number again. So it's easier to get the lower numbers versus a 12, which is very difficult. But one of the cards might be to flip a card higher than 9. So you have to have a card higher than 9 to be able to flip a card higher than 9. And then you're going to get the reward of the card when you flip it. There's also rewards when you collect it. So you're going to get something little there. And so there's different ways to try and get things. You have a reroll token that you can use to reroll the dice. So if you hate your roll, you can reroll it, but then it's done. And then you have to reactivate the die, that token again to use it again. It's cute. It's on BGA now, so you can try it there. I'm glad to have played it in person. And then Quentin picked out a game called Snow Colony, which I then read the rules to. I know Michael wasn't there. And then Michael shows up right when I'm done with the rules. I'm like, you can play, I'll teach you. And he's like, yeah, I'm out. This is actually super.
No thanks.
It's a super cute little engine building type of game. You're gonna draft dice and then move your little penguin along the way.
Thanks.
Those spaces, and then activate the building. You're gonna get fish income, and you're gonna increase your fish and your money, and then you can buy buildings. The buildings will upgrade your buildings over here, so you can have up to like 4 in a space.
No thanks.
Oh my god. And so I actually like the little engine that you're kind of making. You're trying to race around the track and get rid of your igloos and get points. I don't think Quentin and Jelfia were quite understanding it because I was like rushing that. And the scores were this: Quentin 24, Jelfia 27, Steph 69. So they weren't quite grasping the part of the game where you need to get points to win.
Senor Azul, 55.
55. So I would definitely want to play this again. I'm not sure they would play it again, but I liked it. Noise. That was probably one of my highlights of BGG Con. I actually like this game.
I didn't play it, so I don't know.
Oh, Dan says, I thought it was cute, but I could use some tweaking.
If you randomly draw a good tourist, you will win.
That is not the case in my game. I scored no tourist cards, and I did very well.
Cosmic B gave it a 5-5.
You did not like it. Did you win? I liked it. I don't know. I thought it was really cute. And I did not think the tourists were like be all end all like Dan thinks. But
Whoa.
Again, I'm not sure that, I don't know. You should have ended the game sooner, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
So then we go to the BGG library, and I'm like, I really want to try this game called Pulitzer.
What?
Pulitzer.
Yeah.
I got 0 points from tourists. So.
Bye, Zul. No, I gotta do a fist bump.
You got a worm on you.
Whoa. Oh, I didn't talk about my worm. I got this worm at the bazaar. Someone gave this to me. It's supposed to like cure all my worries. It's Senor Verde now. Look at this cute worm. Look at. Oh, he's like see-through. Look. It's a cute worm.
I think it's weird that both you and Dan say it was a draw for who got lucky with tourists, because that was not my experience at all. So I don't know. I could be wrong.
Maybe.
I rushed the game so fast.
Azul, did you play any games? No, I just saw people. Yep, that's what happened.
All right, so we have a lot to unpack with this game called Pulitzer.
Yeah, we do.
I don't even know where to start. The game has amazing table presence that made me want to play it at BGG Fall. I had the chance to play it at BGG Spring, and both Amy and Jelfia were interested in learning this as well.
It has interesting mechanics. So, everybody has one of those investigator detective, string boards where like you put in a push pin and you put a string from one thing to another, and then from that thing to something else, and from that thing to something else. It's got a really good... a lot of games have a worker placement mechanic with secret powers on them. For example, you've got workers numbered from 1 to 5. You will place them on a thing, and that is the strength of your action. But nobody knows what you've placed until they're all revealed. There is a area control mechanic where you're trying to get the largest value in rows and columns, which makes an interesting decision, which is going to give you some kind of special bonus or some kind of house that you're collecting for set collection. Then the next area is the area where you are going out on the bus to make investigations. And then you can go to the thing is the auditors or some kind of...
Yeah, I think it was auditors.
That will give you some kind of extra bonus if you need it to help improve your investigation. And then there was an area where if you had a strong enough value that you can get one of these upgrades that would give you maybe some extra money or some victory points. And then finally, there's the newspaper office where you don't use your workers. Instead, you are using just little round discs that you can use to get an upgraded worker or get a tile that would give you certain bonuses. All of these mechanics are fantastic. Where this game breaks is in those investigations. So on your string board, you've got areas A, B, nothing, which is X, C, and D. You've also got certain pictures on your board, which is evidence that you want to collect. Any evidence will give you points, but you can't even win unless you get 5 of your evidence, the ones that's highlighted on your card, marked. There are various mechanisms by which you can actually lose access to some of this evidence. So, you are going to draw picture cards, which matches the pictures on your things, and row cards or location cards, which will tell you whether you're going to go on A, B, C, or D. You can always do the middle column, which is X, assuming your pictures line up. And there is the catch. Let's say I draw pictures I don't have, or in a location I can't use. You've only got so much string, and the strength of your worker is how many spaces away you can go with that string. All of us, all 4 of us, had problems with making our cards line up with our string investigation boards. All of us.
Me so much to the point where I got 4 of my evidence when I...
Out of 8 rounds, Steph only got 4 investigations.
And I had 10 pins in my board, meaning I drew cards 10
times and got 4 marked.
And this was me spending a lot of money to get extra pulls of the cards.
And a lot of her worker strength. So, the game, fantastic bones, and missed this part. 2 of the 4 players got 4 and did not qualify to win the game at all. 2 of us, one of us got 5, one of us got 6 or 7. I can't remember. One of us got 5, one of us got 7, I think. So, clearly something's broken there. That's the normal way to score. There is an alternate way to score this game in which everyone can qualify, but if you got 5, you get bonus points, and if you got 8, you got really lucky, but you get even more points. So, assuming Steph could have qualified to win, she wouldn't have gotten any points, but she got so many good bonuses by staying on the extremes A and D side, which are worth a buttload of points. She got second, beating out one of the people who qualified to win. In any case,
you killed us. It doesn't matter.
Yes. I killed them badly. You guys know that I don't care for games where you can double someone's score, because clearly there's an imbalance there. Jelfia, 96. Amy, 120. Steph, 166. Beating Amy, who actually qualified to win. And I got 202, more than doubling Jelfia. There's a problem there. I won the game and did not care for it at all. Because it's, I had 10 things in my board too, and only 5 qualified, I think.
It was just frustrating.
Yes.
I get that you want to go to the bus to draw cards to get your evidence.
Yes.
And so you're going to want to do that as much as possible.
Some turns you get 2.
This is why I went so many times. Because I was like, now, it would be, we talked about many ways we could have improved the game. And so there's definitely options. Had they just developed it a little bit more, the game could have been really great. Yeah.
So so the rules had the way to normally score, the standard way to score. Then they had an alternative way to score, as I mentioned earlier. I suspect during playtesting, someone said, hey, this is a problem. And the designers were so tied to their design that they said, you know, I don't want to totally discount these people, but I really like our standard way of scoring. So we're going to put this in as an alternative way of scoring, and didn't do anything to fix the mechanic, the underlying broken mechanic. Like most games these days, Pulitzer needed some tweaking. And I think that these designers were reluctant to tweak. They wanted to just keep their baby the way it was. I might be wrong. I don't have any inside information to know this. It just seems that way. In any case, Pulitzer is a pass for me.
And then I was like, Bethany and Aaron, I want to play with you. And so we go over there, and she was grabbing a game from the library, and she brings back Castle Mad King Ludwig, which I'm always happy to play. I love this game. And this is one of those examples where I love the game, and I always lose the game. I just love it, though.
So I must have pulled something in my back, or slept wrong on it, or bad pillows, or whatever the case is. I said, okay, I'm just going to take a break. I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before.
You didn't play.
And I didn't play. But it's fine. I don't have to play every game every time.
Yeah, it's fine. And so we played this. I love it. Yeah, again, I lost. Castle Mad King Ludwig is like a great auction game. You have to price things accordingly so people will buy the stuff so that you get money for the next round, because you need that money to survive until your next time to you, because then you just get it's internal money spending, because that's how the game works. It's really good. It's good. It's not, because whenever you buy something and you're the active player, you have to pay it to the bank.
Oh, gotcha.
So there's ways to get money, and it's just managing that money is the fun part of the game, and pricing things is really fun for me. I love puzzling it out. We actually played with moats, which I don't often play with moats and swans, so I was not playing the swan game. Aaron was crushing us with swans. Bethany had tons of swans, and she was doing other things to get points, so Bethany ended up winning with 109. I had 73.
Salt said, can you take loans?
You can take your action to take $5,000, which is not great. It's like a pity action. You don't want to do this, but you can do this. And perhaps that's the equivalent of a loan.
Maybe so.
You don't lose points for taking this Well, no. You take your
You lose your action.
which stinks because you're missing out on buying a building, and that's just terrible. So don't do that. Close a green room, you get 10,000. That's better.
Then what?
And then we went to dinner with them.
Yep. And then?
And then we came back and played a party game you hated.
Let's tell the whole story, though. It's not that I hated it. It's that... Okay, so it's a Spiel nominee. Hey, Dr. Syme. No, you welcome back.
No, you welcome back.
So, JinxO is a Spiel candidate, and it is what I call a low-effort design. In JinxO, you're putting things on a 3x3 grid, been done to death. If you get things in rows or columns, you get bonus points, done to death. You are trying to come up with things that the group will say, like, give me some random category. It's like, one of the things was,
what are aliens gonna take from us when they invade?
What are aliens gonna take?
What? And so
cows?
We recently played Silo, so I was thinking cows. So I wrote cows.
Yeah. So, in this game, if any number of people say your thing, you circle it. Yeah, you get a point. If only one person says it, then it's a jinx. You say jinx, and you get 3 points for it. Yay, been done to death. Done to death. All of these mechanisms, done to death. What's the O part of Jinx? Oh, we shouldn't have played this game because it's such low effort design. You draw a card or 2 cards, you choose one of these things to do. Finish this phrase, holy blank. Holy cow, holy moly, holy shnikes, holy...
Nobody said holy grail.
Holy grail, holy Bible.
So
I mean,
mad.
it's the standard groupthink game. And this is a Spiel candidate? Low effort design. It's fine for a party game. This is a Spiel candidate.
We played round 1 and Michael's like going to clean it up, like, it's 3 rounds. He's like, oh God.
3 rounds of this.
I made him play because I wanted to play it. I mean, Flip 7 was way better.
Flip 7, way better. But still, low effort design.
Holy hand grenade, obviously.
Yes. Though I didn't say that.
I said holy grail because that's obvious. I said holy spirit and holy moly. I said those are my 3.
I said holy crap.
And you matched with Beth.
I did match with a jinx. So that was pretty fun. Anyway, I got an average score. So I wasn't the bottom, I wasn't the top.
And then I got a game from the library that I wanted to play really badly because I saw someone else's top 3 games of 2025, and they had Regicide Legacy, Take Time, and Deckers, and I'm like, my God, Regicide Legacy
from Deep Print
and Take Time are in my top 3 as well.
So you're like, Deckers.
I have to play.
Surely a top 3.
Gimme. Have to play Deckers.
Have to play Deckers.
And so we played Deckers. We Bethany played with us, and I know she hates co-op. So I was like, "Are you sure you want to play?" I'm like, "I'm pretty sure it's a deck builder." I don't know much about it, but I'm like, "I'm pretty sure it's a co-op based on the other 2."
In Deckers, you are taking your avatar from server to server, doing your special power, basically, Blue is good for movement. Red is good for attacking. Yellow is good for converting. Green is good for ghosting, which means you don't have to take your avatar somewhere. You just sneak up on something to take it out. Anyway, there are these rogue programs going around and trying to eliminate you. As you are trying to eliminate them, there are objectives that you have to complete. So it is a co-op puzzle sort of thing. And it's a deck builder with abstract area control sort of things. And it's okay.
I liked it. I think it could get really hard.
It's fine. We played a basic one, and
Bethany's like, I don't want to play any harder than that. After we finished and we won, she's like, I didn't think we were gonna win. I don't want to. She likes to win.
We interpreted one of the rules correctly. We're like, oh, we have to do player count number of servers to put these green cubes on, and none of us were playing green, so we couldn't do it that well. And then next to last action on this phase, we're like, oh, it's not 3, it's 3 + 1. Oops, we're not going to get this one done. And so we just took the lumps.
Which is fine. You didn't need it to win the game. So that was fine.
But then I ended up in this deck builder, you're upgrading your deck, upgrading your cards to be better actions, better versions of things. And I had this sort of game-breaking combo, which meant if I could get into the exact right location, I could play my cards to eliminate the big bad guy, which I did and exploited the game, and it's fine.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm glad we played it. It didn't live up to the hype I was hoping it would, but it was good.
To be fair, we set the bar high.
I did.
Kimay said, have you played Tesseract? Yes, we have. We did not care for it.
Oh, I liked it. Okay.
I did not care for it at all.
Oh, interesting. It's on the bubble shelf right now, so.
It's,
it's very puzzly.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that the one with the dice cubes on the big dice cube?
Yeah, and then you have to like peel them off and like.
Yeah, and it's very that part of me is really abstract and
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. Yeah, like Kimmy says, I don't mind it.
I don't remember what I thought about it the moment I played it, but looking back on it, I'm like, I
feel like you say that a lot about games.
Probably true. There are a few I really like.
So this was our late night. We stayed up till like 4:30 in the morning this night. But we found Mick. We always have like one really late night hanging out with Mick. And we ended up playing one more game with Bethany, and we played Circus.
Yeah, didn't we play another game called Circus?
No, but we have one.
We have one. We almost played.
We almost played 2 games.
2 different games.
But no, this was if you were to search BGG, this is the first Circus to come up with the purple box. And this
in Circus, you're trying to get differently colored cubes on these differently themed circus performers, jugglers and mimes and clowns and contortionists and strongmen, and you're gonna score points if they are all different or all the same, or there's a man at the start of the line or a woman at the start of the line or whatever, and then you're going to put one of your performers with their cubes into the ring and eliminate the other one that matches that came before you, and you're trying to get those cubes will score points. And it's
kind of funny because if I were to put in one of the acrobats or whatever with 5 cubes on it, I'm going to get points for the different colored cubes.
For differently colored.
That were on the previous placed one. Or less points if it matches. And so, like, obviously my 5 cube performer is, like, so good. Anybody following that, so obviously it's going to be worse.
It's going to be worse. for sure.
So that's kind of thematic, I guess.
The cubes ran out early.
Especially with 4 people.
With 4 players. And so you sometimes have some substandard turns. You're basically at the whims of the random card draw as to what shows up, and you might get something different. You might get stuck with the same and have no player agency. Bethany with 32, Mick with 38, I had 39, Steph had 40. We all had really close points, and it just...
In the long run, it's a forgettable game.
It's a pass.
The game, as we were playing it, is fine. There was nothing like wrong with it. It was just fine.
Yeah.
The next day, I got up super early after like 3 hours of sleep.
You did, and I'm like, no, I'm not getting up.
Well, I had to return Deckers because we finished after midnight.
And it's a new game, so it had to be back.
So I'm like, and then for some reason, I was just up.
Yeah, I think they are supposed to be finite, Kim A. I think they're different numbers.
I have no idea how I was running on like 2.5 hours of sleep, I think. I mean, yeah. I was up at like 7, just after 7 or something. Like, it was like no sleep.
Right.
And then I played all day, sleep. Including our final game of the day, which took us to like 11 or something. So
yeah,
like,
but you guys are still wanting to know what that is, unless you've been watching our stream earlier.
Who knows how I survived this day? I have no idea.
Who knows?
But I got up, and then I'm like, I want to play Take Time. And so I taught Quentin and Jelfia how to play Take Time. Perhaps it was on me, but I started them at the 3rd clock. I should have started them at clock 2. No, not 1. 1 is like for babies.
1 is for babies.
I should have started them on 2, though.
Why, Steph?
I know. It was a mistake. I'm like, they can handle it. No, we can handle it. We played 4 times and lost every time.
That's what happens. You gotta.
I feel like we played 5 times.
You gotta, like Kimmy said, I was about to say it. You gotta build up to it.
I know, but like we threw somebody in on the cruise on like level like on like the 4th clock, and he was totes fine.
Yeah, but he was like, his mind was dialed into that.
And Jelfie's like, I should have just stuck it out for 10 plays, so she could get her 10s. She's trying to play 10s of each.
10 times X.
So I'm not sure it was the big hit that I wanted it to be. So then we played.
You can't force it. You gotta let it happen.
We moved on.
But it took time.
We moved on. Hey, I love the game. I made a mistake. I went back to return the game, and then I went to the library, and I just started writing all these different games to Quentin, and like, and I gave them a long list of games, and Quentin came back at me saying Kokopelli.
Kokopelli.
That's on his shelf of opportunities, so that worked out.
Kokopelli's fun.
So I bring that over. Jelfia wasn't sure she had played it or not, but we played it with 3 players. I did a random assortment of cards because they can handle it. It went well. Like always, I lose Kokopelli. Kokopelli is a Steffenfeld game. Doesn't feel or look like a Steffenfeld game.
Nope.
You would be shocked to know it's Steffenfeld if you played it without knowing.
Yep.
Tons of different card decks. You're going to use 10 out of 16 of them in the game. And you're going to shuffle them all into a deck, and then you're going to try and find the best combinations as you draw cards and get cards.
Yep.
And just try and get through your deck of cards before anybody else. Getting the most points generated during the game with the combos you have, the card abilities you have, going through the deck of cards. Lots of cool things. It's a great, quick card game. It's definitely under an hour, so a lot of good choices. I like it a lot. And then Michael's coming down. I'm like, do you mind if we play Next Station London? You're like, nope. So we played Next Station Next Station Tokyo. And I said, Quentin, do you know how to play in London? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, this is much harder. A much harder game.
And then Steph cheated.
Jelfie and I have been playing this on BGA because she's getting up her tens, like I said. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure Tokyo. I'm pretty sure Tokyo is on the list of games for her 10, so I took that one out versus Paris or London, just because Tokyo is the lesser played game. And then I did cheat.
She started her red line on her purple city.
I had brown, which I thought was representing pink, but then the pink marker came to me. I'm like, what? Because we were using green.
And you can't go back.
Because we were using green as purple, and I'm like, okay, so I was very confused. In any case, I didn't win, so it didn't matter that I cheated.
No, you cheated, and the next station gods made you lose.
Yes, it's true.
As they should.
That's what this is true, Kimmy. You're probably not wrong.
It was accidental cheating.
Probably because I was on 2 hours of sleep. Who knows? I was definitely less focused. Jelfia won 131. Quentin lost 76. I had 114.
Wow.
So I definitely lost. And then Michael joined us for the next game.
She almost doubled you up.
We played with Quentin, Lance, and Carlos.
Yeah.
And we played a Tom Lehman game called Gadget Builder.
Gadget Builder.
AKA Uno Plus.
It's more than Uno Plus.
What is it?
It's Uno Gadgets.
Okay, Uno Gadgets.
You like that, don't you?
I do. It's fine.
It's real.
I'm fine with it.
And it's cute. In Gadget Builder, you can play a card on the card that is displayed if it matches the number or the color. After that, you can then play cards that are exactly one higher. So if there's let's say 5 red on the top of the deck, I could play a 1 red because it's red. And then I can play a 2 red and a 3 red and a 4 red on top of that, but not a 6 red because that's not exactly 1 higher. And get rid of a lot of cards that way. Instead of playing a card, you could draw a card like you can normally, and then play it also if it matches, and play additional if you can. But instead of that, if you have purple cards are gadget cards. You can build those cards if you discard cards that meet those requirements. For example, the 5 card says discard a red, a green, a yellow, and a blue. And if you can do that, discarding them under the play pile, but then you get 4 random cards off the top of the deck. These gadgets have powers that they can be used once per game. That's pretty cool. In a 5-player game like we were playing, the first player to go out twice in 2 different games will win. So
that was me.
It's cute.
Was it though?
I think it was fairly cute and easy to teach and easy to play. There are also wilds that you had to sort of figure out how to use the wilds. Wilds have 0 value. They cannot be used to increment, but you can play them whenever you want.
Yeah.
Basically, because they match any number, but they're not a number. That's important to know.
So, yeah, and then Carlos and Lance took off, and we played another game from my shelf of opportunity. I actually spent money on this one because I like Japanese trick-taking games.
She likes weird Japanese games.
This one, in my opinion, was also low effort, even though there are 4...
Very low effort.
There are 4 rule sets in the box.
This game was called TrumPen. You can play TrumPen Poker, TrumPen Blackjack, TrumPen Speed, and TrumPen...
Don't know.
TrumPen Don't Know.
TrumPen Don't Know.
So,
forget.
This game is a bunch of dry erase cards.
Yes,
and that's it. And a rule set.
And a rule set. You have to
That's all it is. That's all it is.
This was not good.
We played TrumPen poker, in which you take 5 cards and you create the 5 cards you want. Any 5 cards. Any 5 cards. And then you start at the top of the poker sequence. Like, you start off with straight flush. Does anyone have a straight flush? No. Does anyone have a 4 of a kind? No. Does anybody have, I think the next one is full house? Oh yeah, I've got full house. If anyone matches one of my cards, they take me out. They eliminate me if they have written a card that I have also written. And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So I was behind in this game. You're trying to be the first to 5 points. Well, a straight flush gets you 5 points. So I'm like, I'm going to make me a diamond straight flush. And so I did. There's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of diamonds. And I said, anybody have a straight flush? Because I do. No one had done a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of diamonds. And I automatically won. And there's a low effort. Don't play it. So that's all it is. If you actually download the rules, you can create your own set at home. So, but I don't recommend wasting that much either dry erase paper or normal paper because it's just not worth it. Then we played a game called Santa Timea that we picked up from the storage sale.
Yeah. This is a weird trick taking game, but you don't have to follow suit or anything. You just play what you want.
You play what you want.
Which I don't
Here's
love
the catch.
That. I don't love that.
There are 1s, 2s, and 3s of wind cards. You are playing boat cards. What happens whenever you get a north wind? You need to play a north boat. If you play a east or west boat, in that case, you play those at half value. If you play a south boat, that's completely opposite. You get a 0. Whoever plays lowest gets this 1 or 2 or 3 wind card. 3s are bad because you don't want to get wind cards. So,
or good because you get a set.
Well, if you can get a 1 and 2 and 3 of north, but there's no guarantee you'll ever see all 3 of those. If you can collect all 3, they disappear. And you don't score negatively for those.
Quentin was going for all 4 sets.
He was. It was fine. We did not have to keep it. We only played 1 round because I would prefer if you had to play, if you could. Well, I did play when I could because you want to generally.
I know, but then if you see someone did 0, then you can like, oh, I can play this and get 0.
There was one tweak in the rules. If you play the same as someone else, you cancel each other out and you don't take the card. If I played a 3 and someone else played a 6 halved becomes a 3, we cancel each other out and then the next player will take it. Anyway.
Yeah.
We were finishing up the con. Everyone was starting to go home, and we wanted to play a game with our friends Susie and Alex D. So we played a quick game of DNUP,
which worked out because we could play with Steven too.
Yeah, we did because we hadn't played a game with Steven.
So that was DNUP with 5 players, which I like.
DNUP at 5, and Alex ended up winning. DNUP.
They liked it.
And I did as well. So I'm like, we have time for one more game, and everyone is emptying out of the hall. And we closed down BGG Spring. We were the last people to leave. And it was me and Steph and Sweet Amy playing the #1 game on Board Game Geek, Brass Birmingham. This is Amy's #3 game of all time.
I promised I would play for her 50th birthday, which is next week. So This was our chance.
Expectations super high.
Not for me.
Not for you.
No, because I have never wanted to play this.
Here's the catch. I have read through the original brass rules twice. My friend fell asleep the first time, and I fell asleep learning it on my own again later the second time. And I'm like, I'm just not going to play it.
Remember, I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, 2.5 hours
Yes,
of sleep.
you are.
I don't even know how it's still going.
The Roxley rules in this improved version, so much better. So much better. So, Amy trying to give us advice on how to play, and ultimately, it was super frustrating. Turns out that I just don't like cube pusher games. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. Doesn't mean it's a bad design. We actually have a video. We have our rules video, and we have a
deep dive
review video for brass. Mostly because it's really difficult when it's a #1 game that how many of your friends rated 8 or above? The majority of her geek buddies. How many numerically? 8 or higher?
About 60.
60 of her geek buddies rated it 8 and above. Steph rates it what?
A 5 out of 10. Sorry.
And I probably rated a 5.5 or a 6.
But we go into really a lot of detail in our
great
review
detail.
in our review video, so you'll understand why. And I totally get that people love the game, and it's just not for me, and that's totally fine. Oh,
Beat says I changed my rating to a 7.99.
So 59 people.
So Kim A says go check out the other 2 videos. Yes, go check those out. However, if you've already seen Tom Vassal's review of this, he reviewed it for the same reason we reviewed it, because he didn't like it either. And when I watched that video, I was like, that's exactly my feelings about it. It's not, to me, it could be fine for y'all. To me, it was just not fulfilling. And if you are interested exactly why, go watch that video. It'll be a good entertaining hour for you, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of information. Mostly because we spent about 5 to 6 hours in the car talking about it on the way home from BGG.
Because I was like, am I broken? Because I don't like this game, and ultimately I decided, no, I'm not broken. Nor is the game broken, it's just not for me.
Right.
I find no joy in it.
That's okay.
And that's okay.
And that's how we ended BGG.
By playing Brass Birmingham and going.
Which was fine because it was on our review stack. And I had a copy to play, so
that's
it
right.
Worked out.
And we are thankful to Roxley for providing us not only that, but Lancashire, which we're going to play, Brass Lancashire.
Yep, we will play that too.
Yep, and hopefully, maybe I might like a little better. We'll find out.
Nobody knows.
So, if you enjoyed this BGG recap video, it's really similar to our weekly recap videos.
It's true.
Find us on YouTube. Search for Board Gamer Steph. You're going to find 2,200 of our videos, including more of those weekly recaps and rules teaches like what we had for Brass, and sometimes playthroughs of games, and sometimes our game reviews, and everyone's favorite top 10 videos. Or even better, you can join all these people who are chatting live on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph every Wednesday and Sunday evening at 5 p.m. Central, and we bring you 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we bring you all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.